It's the Beat Break Morning Show with Sean Garvey and the crew.
All right, you know what it is. It's the Beat Break Morning Show. Wake that ass up. You already know what it is. Sean Garvey, DJ Roll'em, Diamond Love, and sitting next to me is
Miss Dynasty Smith.
Dynasty
Good morning.
Smith.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning to you. How you doing? You good?
I'm good. I am really good. I'm a little warm, but I'm good.
So am I. I know. It looked like I just came out of bed and drove straight over here. Out the shower.
Out the shower. Got that kind of steamy feeling.
Yeah.
Feeling a little, like that steamy, moist feeling.
Yeah.
Warm. Just got out the shower.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a little warm.
Yeah, it's a little warm. It's
but we're here.
But we're here.
Yes.
Absolutely. Giving it to you all. Rough, rugged, and raw, ladies and gentlemen. The Beat Break Morning Show, the Beat Break Podcast. Check us out on all your affiliates, Beat Break 87 FM in Atlanta, as well as Thinking Out Loud Network. We're all over the place. DJ Roll'em is out and about doing his thing, as well as Diamond Love. We got so much to talk about. Dynasty. We're going to have to skip over the rideshare confession.
What? No rideshare confessions?
No rideshare confessions this morning. I know.
I don't know about that. Then whatever we got to talk about must be just,
Well, let's talk about your weekend. How was your weekend? Let's start off with that.
I had a good weekend. I've been doing some traveling, so I'm
always traveling.
I'm always going somewhere, I know, but got some things coming up. Knocked in another date to perform, so we're gonna do a pre-holiday performance with Dynasty and guests.
That is almost around the corner.
November 23rd. We're going to bring in started off right before Thanksgiving.
Hey!
Yes, little music, an intimate spot over at Cat's Cafe.
Okay.
That's a well-known spot in ATL.
Absolutely.
So I'm excited about that. So I did lock that down this weekend.
That is dope.
Yeah, so we're making our rounds.
Dope.
Yes, making the rounds in ATL.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it was a good weekend.
Good.
How about you?
I've been catching up, even though I've been going through some challenges over the past few weeks that I shared with you and our producer G. Shout out to G.
Yes.
Over the past few weeks.
Mm-hmm. Few weeks?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
It wasn't just only one thing. It was several
things. Okay.
Other several things.
Okay.
Business related, personal related.
Okay.
But hey, that's why I wake up. One of the things that I do before I get here is I listen to some motivational
that's
tapes,
awesome.
And I meditate, and I always look for something inspirational to get me through the day.
Awesome. Well, you look good. You look like you're upbeat. So you weather the storm, I guess, right?
Yeah, I went back into the gym. That's another. That's another form of meditation.
Oh, okay. All right. So you working out, getting it. Okay. All right. Then you get in there. Everybody else is working out, motivating. Getting it going. Get the muscles going. The juices flowing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
That's good.
Getting in. But what I've been doing, Dynasty, I've been catching up on a lot of shows. So I really don't watch television a lot.
Okay.
Right? But I've been binge watching. Do people even still use the term binge?
Yeah, well, if they don't, I do it. So I get hooked on something, especially that Netflix, boy. It gets
Netflix. Yeah.
That binge watching. It gets you. You get hooked on something and you like, oh man, what happened? Then you like, let's go to the next one.
But I've been binge watching a lot of shows, not off of Netflix, but on Hulu.
Okay. Really?
Yeah.
On Hulu?
Yeah. So let me tell you the shows that I've been binge watching on Hulu, right?
All right.
I've binge watched Wu-Tang.
Okay.
The American Saga. Have you been checking that out? G, you've been checking out that series? Yo!
Is it
on
good?
On the Real Dynasty, the series is just as good as Straight Outta Compton.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
It's a good show.
So how many episodes you don't watch now?
I watched the entire season.
You
I watched
binge
the
watch.
entire season.
Yeah, you binge watch.
Yeah, season 1 of Wu-Tang, an American Saga. For those that don't
Wow.
know, it's a series based. It's on Hulu now.
Wow.
But it centers around the history of Wu-Tang Clan.
Wow.
The most iconic hip hop groups
Yeah.
of all time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And in the first season, it takes you back to the origins of how Wu-Tang got started. But actually, it centers also around some of the members of Wu-Tang, like RZA and Raekwon.
Okay.
Back before they
okay.
were Wu-Tang Clan, when they were in the streets selling drugs,
Yeah.
getting into a lot of mischief and stuff like that.
Right.
And I didn't know this, Dynasty and G, that Raekwon and Ghostface, they started out as enemies.
Really?
Yes, they almost killed each other.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, like
That's
there was,
crazy.
not to give so much of the series away, but
Right.
there was one part in the episode, in episode 1, where Raekwon, before Raekwon, he shot up Ghostface's apartment.
He
It was-
shot up his apartment.
He shot up his apartment.
Oh, that's
Yes,
just crazy.
yes, and Ghostface found out who it was and was trying to retaliate
That's
against
crazy.
Raekwon. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because there was like rival gangs in Staten Island and what have you. You had Park Hill and another public housing. It was like a lot of rivalry going on at that time.
That's crazy.
And RZA, he was trying to make music. He was spinning records and trying to get involved into this rap game and what have you. And he was spitting too. He was spitting and.
in the 90s.
Any show from the 90s.
Okay, is it a black show?
No, it's not a
okay.
black show.
Gosh, what is that? MacGyver?
And no, that's one. That's one. You got two more. What network? That's too much.
Give us a hint. Can we buy a vowel?
Oh, my
give me a hint. Come on, give us a hint. We'll guess. Give us a hint.
It wasn't on NBC, ABC, or CBS. Okay.
Fox.
Okay.
Oh, 90s.
Okay.
Was it on Fox?
Okay.
He's talking about okay.
Okay. You got two more. Come on, Dynasty. You got two more.
Not Three's Company.
No. One more. One more.
Okay, he done buzzed me again. Can I buy a vowel? Can I get another hint? Can I get a hint? What? Come on, G-Way, help me out here.
She needed a lifeline.
Yeah, I need a lifeline. Can I get a lifeline? Audience participation? Somebody help?
Now, notice she said Fox now.
Fox. It was out in the 90s?
Out in the 90s.
And it's a reboot, or they just
It's-
re-airing it?
It's somewhat of a reboot.
That's somewhat of a reboot. That's
It's
not even
somewhat of a
fair.
reboot.
On Fox.
Mhm. Can anybody guess on social media at Beat Break
Somebody
Radio
help
at
me,
Sean Garvey?
Bryce. We need some help.
Reboot. Okay, how about we do this? Because we're coming up on a break. I'm gonna put it out there on social media.
Yeah,
And
do
I
that
want
and see if
somebody-
somebody answers.
Somebody answers.
So,
What
is it a reboot or somewhat of a reboot?
What reboot? What show that came out in the 90s did Sean Garvey watch this past week?
Came out in the
At us.
90s.
Add us
So
at
it's
Beat
not
Break
a reboot,
Radio.
it's they just re-airing it.
Well, it's okay. So to put it,
Connors?
What did you say?
See?
The Connors, like Roseanne.
no. Roseanne aired on ABC. Yeah, that's ABC. Okay, so we're gonna come back. Okay. If nobody doesn't get it right, I'm just gonna reveal the answer. Okay, sounds fair.
All right, that's fair, I guess.
Okay.
I want a hint though. I want another.
I
hint.
gave you a hint.
210.
D, there you go.
Oh, that was a reboot though.
Pimp
Isn't
Lily.
it?
Pimp Lily. Shout out to you. He
Is it
guessed
a
it.
reboot?
Yes.
It is
It's
a reboot.
somewhat. It's
isn't
somewhat
it?
of a reboot, but it's the real cast members that are trying to get Fox to do a reboot of Beverly Hills 90210.
Okay.
Right. So it's like how can I explain it? A show of a show.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. There you go.
Gotcha. It's a show of a show.
Yeah.
That's the Pimp Lily.
Pimp Lily.
Pimp, P-I-P.
PIP. I was about to say Pimp Lily.
Lily.
Shout out to yeah, he's on the Shiznit. He's on the Shiznit
He
show.
said it. Oh, she. I'm not sure.
Nah, it's a he. It's a he.
Oh, somebody said it?
Shout out G Rosier.
Oh, awesome.
You can check him out on the Shiznit show, Pip Lily. He's on the Shiznit show on Beat Break 87 FM
Okay,
weeknights
I didn't
from
realize that. Okay.
9 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Okay.
Tara Little.
Tara Little, what's up? Did she guess it?
No, it was
No.
Pip.
Pip.
Put
Okay.
Little. Okay.
Not Pip Little. Pip
Will
Lily.
McCrae.
Will McCrae, what up?
Star Kills.
Star Kills, what's
Okay,
going on?
Okay.
How you doing? Good morning. So we're doing our roll call early?
We doing
Let's
roll
do the
call. We doing the roll call. The morning roll call. Roll call.
Roll call. Roll call. Roll call. Roll call. Roll call. Let's do it. Let's do the roll call. Can you sing the roll call? Roll call. Roll call. Roll call.
Roll call. That's something new? Okay, we doing the roll call.
We're doing
Okay.
the roll call. Shout outs to Star. Shout outs to Pimp. I meant to say Pimp. Who else we got to shout out to? Will McCrae. Shout outs. Shout outs to Darneezy for Sheezy.
The easy for
Shout outs to Take Action Music Incorporated.
Shout out Mama G Wade.
Shout out to Mama
Mama
G
G
Wade.
Wade. All right,
Hey.
Mama G Wade.
Shout outs to Mama G Wade. What up,
So
Mama?
that means you gotta behave yourself, Sean.
Oh, really?
Natalie Maxwell.
Natalie Maxwell. Hey, good morning. Natalie. Who else we got to shout out?
And G Rosier. Did you say G Rosier?
G Rosier.
You say AKA Cutie.
AKA Cutie. Oh, okay. My girl may be watching, so I got to be careful.
Are we back on?
We always have been on. We always been on.
I'm talking about, did you hear what he said?
Break yet, did he?
He said my girl may be watching.
What up? Shout outs to Crystal Chanel. What up? Shout outs. Big shout outs. All right. Shout outs to that water there.
Yeah, that I need.
So we're going to take a brief break from the radio, from the Beat Break Morning Show. Get at us at Beat Break Radio, Facebook at Sean Garvey. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, if you would like to donate to the Beat Break Morning Show or the Beat Break Podcast, there's one or two ways you can do it. You can go to your Cash App right now and send us a lovely donation to keep us on the air. If you love the content that we're giving to you, go to Cash App and put in the $ Reach One Communications. That's $ Reach the number one Communications. And you can also go to beatbreakradiofm.com and click on the Glow FM tab at the top corner of the screen and make a donation on there. Okay, send us your love and your support, your monetary support, to the Beat Break Morning Show and the Beat Break Podcast. All right, and don't forget to follow us on all your social media at Beat Break Radio. We are streaming live via Facebook and IG, and you can also follow Dynasty Smith on all your social media at Dynasty Smith. All right, coming up, we got the 411 Wire. Find out what iconic movie they want to bring back and turn it into a prequel. She's gonna guess. Dynasty's gonna guess during the break.
Okay, I'm gonna try to guess.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to guess.
And
Iconic
then-
movie.
Yes.
Bring back prequel.
Yep. And Prince's estate, the artist formerly known as Prince or Prince, God rest the dead. His estate doesn't like what Trump had.
45th.
Yeah, 45th. They don't like what Trump did over the week. You know, it's-
Shout out, is it Shalina?
Shalina, good morning. How you doing? How you doing? Also coming up, we got fake news or not fake news, and Dynasty Smith got your
Got the DM.
Got
we
the
got
DM.
the Dynasty direct message
Hit
and
her in the
relationships
DM.
exposed and
hit her in the DM.
yeah. What is going on with him? He got a mantra for everything now.
That's how we do it, baby.
That's how we do it. Okay.
That's how we do it. All right. Stay tuned. Got more coming up right here on the Beat Break Morning Show. Get at us at Beat Break Radio. Stay tuned. It's the Beat Break Morning Show and the Beat Break Podcast. Sean Garvey, DJ Roland, Diamond Love, and Dynasty Smith.
All right.
The Beat Break Morning Show. Y'all keep it locked.
Oh, that's my volume. Oh, okay. Rewind.
LT Mo.
Yeah. What it do? Trying to have a good time tonight, baby. You know what I mean? So, we can pull a bottle out the freezer. We can spark up a little something. Let's call some people over, man. Make the club right here. You know?
This is dedicated to the hotties taking shotties. It's a hobby, smoking Marley, and they wanna get noted. You know it ain't nothing but a West Side party. We don't cause trouble, we don't bother nobody now. This is dedicated to the fellas that can let us live and fly without feathers. MOBB letters, this is how we do. Ain't you could tell us it's the West Side party. Can't nobody do it better now. I think it was the evening of a Thursday. Came through to re-up on some herbs, man. Scoop my boy, he got Jack if you're thirsty. Sprinkle some bread, you know this where the birds play. Go party like it's an birthday. You heard, man, can't turn it in early. Life in a fast lane, still ain't in a hurry. But it's time to raise up like Jay on the third day. My boy got a rendezvous with Sajda. I tag along cause the style give you asthma. I was hoping liquor would turn into a flasher. That would be the biz. I'm young and full of got 7s and some 6 and burgers for the kids. Once you get them tucked in, back to the function. Shots locked and loaded, chronic on combustion. I'm cool with 2 rounds cause only fools rushing. This is dedicated to the hotties taking shotties. It's a hobby, smoking Marley, and they wanna get noted. You know it ain't nothing but a West Side party. We don't cause trouble, we don't bother nobody now. This is dedicated to the fellas that can let us live and fly without feathers. MOBB letters, this is how we do. Ain't you could tell us it's the West Side party. Can't nobody do it better now. You can call this a liquor lullaby, marijuana music, the ghetto jam. And no matter what you name it, just go ahead and bang it. I lay out the plan, know how to paint the town. Hold it, let me break it down. The club, man, you ain't gotta race around. Call some honeys over to dance to banging sounds. Roll the sticky up, pass the stank around. Make your boys do it too, so you can make it down. You see how easy I made it sound? We call these shindigs, flood the market. Can't do it like this, shit get shrugs and R's. That's the pits. You VIP in the club while I skinny dip with a chick in the tub. Tryna get my stiff like a kiss in the tug. So please don't hate when them lips show me love now. This is dedicated to the hotties taking shotties. It's a hobby, smoking Marley, and they wanna get noted. You know it ain't nothing but a West Side party. We don't cause trouble, we don't bother nobody now. This is dedicated to the fellas that can let us live and fly without feathers. MOBB letters, this is how we do. Ain't you could tell us it's the West Side party. Can't nobody do it better now. Can you really picture it? People getting ignorant, cussing and kicking it, all on it. Hits from the liquor is got me speaking gibberish. Something in the trunk got me licorice. Hold up, wait. Am I twisted like licorice? Nah, I ain't drunk. I'm good, I'm in where I fit in. Tell me how you living. You speak about the best, well, now you're rocking with them. Keep the hall dancing by bouncing to my rhythm. Girls wanna hit them, so wanna hit them. Look up in the sky, weed clouds, no ribbon. 500 on me, call it pole pimpin'. It don't matter though, I could bag a withdraw aroma. I call that a grab and go. So if you say 4-0, better add a 4. Cause ATL Adamsville be the baddest. This is dedicated to the hotties taking shotties. It's a hobby, smoking Marley, and they wanna get noted. You know it ain't nothing but a West Side party. We don't cause trouble, we don't bother nobody now. This is dedicated to the fellas that can let us live and fly without feathers. MOBB letters, this is how we do. Ain't you could tell us it's the West Side party. Can't nobody do it better now.
All right, we're back. The Beat Break Morning Show. Wake that ass up. It's the Beat Break Morning Show. Sean Garvey, DJ Rollum, and the Double D's. Dynasty and Diamond.
Double D's.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Me and DJ Rollum off air recently. We were talking about how we should name the show after the Beat Break Morning Show or the Beat Break Podcast. Because we usually say Sean Garvey, DJ Rollem, and the Wake Up Ladies. And we still
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah.
But the double D's just sound so
The double
clever.
D's.
The double
Like
D's.
the double D's, huh? Yeah, that sounds.
Who doesn't love double D's?
Yeah, I knew we was gonna go somewhere with that. You know, just didn't. He just had to get around to it. You know.
It was coming.
I knew it was coming.
It was coming.
I
Very
knew It was
catchy.
coming. It is catchy. The double D's.
Yeah. It is. Are you sure?
It's
Tell the
catchy.
truth.
It is catchy.
Okay.
I mean, I can't lie about that.
Add us at Beat Break Radio. Shout outs to everybody on the check-in at Beat Break Radio on Facebook and on Twitter. Shout outs to Russ Awareness checking us out live on IG at Beat Break Radio. We still have some more folks checking in via Facebook and on Instagram. Don't forget to go to beatbreakradiofm.com and show your support. Make a donation there and to check out all the shows, including the Beat Break Morning Show on beatbreakradiofm.com. We're also syndicated and simulcasting on thinkingoutloudnetwork.com. Make sure you make your way over to thinkingoutloudnetwork.com. We're coming to you from the WadeWorksStudios, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to give you some information towards the end on how you can start a podcast over here at WadeWorksStudios. Everybody's doing podcasts these days.
Yeah.
Everybody and their mama
And their mama.
doing podcasts, making that money and delivering great content. You know, David
Yeah,
Banner
that's
just started a
good.
podcast a few weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah, the David Banner podcast. He's doing
Okay.
doing big things, and also T.I.
really?
expeditiously.
Oh.
Yep. You know, everybody been saying the term expeditiously. T.I. is known for big work.
Expeditiously.
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody's, you know, T.I. uses a lot of big SAT words. Yeah.
SAT words.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, some words are
Expeditiously.
made up. Some words are made up, though.
Okay.
You know, that's- you're not gonna find in the encyclopedia or in the dictionary. That's just what it is.
And why not? You know.
Yeah,
Come on. Why not?
we come up with different words all the time.
All the
Especially,
time.
especially me. G knows back in the day I made up some words live on the air.
Did you?
Yeah.
Just made up a word.
Sometimes by accident and sometimes on purpose.
So you had Sean Garvey's dictionary.
Yeah, the dictionary of Sean
Sean
Garvey.
Garvey. Okay.
Yeah. Let's get into some 411 Wire news, baby. The 411 Wire. It's time now for the 411 Wire, or the hot 411 Wire. Sitting in for Diamond Love is Sean Garvey.
What do you know? It's Sean Garvey.
Exactly. All right. So Prince died in 2016. It hasn't even been that long ago. It's only
Time
it's been a few.
flies,
It's
though.
been a couple of years, but it
Jeez.
seems like yesterday
It
to me.
does. It
Yeah.
just wow.
Yeah, and you know Prince, when he was alive, he was always protective of his music.
That's right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So President Donald Trump and his people went against that recently. Why are you giving me that look? Like you ain't surprised.
I'm not surprised. I'm really not.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right. So President Donald Trump, or AKA President 45, his team played Prince's "Purple Rain," classic song. "Purple Rain, Purple Rain, Purple Rain." I know you can sing that. You probably sing it every now and then, Dynasty.
I can sing Purple Rain, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Okay.
Yes. What you need a sample or something?
Not right now.
Okay.
Maybe.
I know you act like you was calling me out or something. You know what I'm saying?
When did I not call you out? So anywho, they played "Purple Rain" during a rally in Minneapolis, Minnesota. How ironic is that? On Thursday, violating an agreement made by Trump's campaign and the Prince estate in 2018. The Prince estate shared the written agreement on Twitter. The letter from the campaign legal representative said it would not use any Prince songs in connection with Trump campaign events, per the estate's request that was made after Trump used the song during pre-election day rallies. Ooh, that is a no-no.
Wow. Wow.
Yep. So they played it on Thursday night during a campaign, and the Prince's State, they were just very, they felt some type of way about it. They were very,
I bet.
in their feelings about it. Not in their feelings like, but in their feelings.
But in their feelings.
But in their feelings. Right. Yep. So how would you feel, Dynasty? You an artist?
Yes.
Yeah. How would you feel if someone of that caliber or President Trump using your song, copyrighted and everything, using your song to play at a rally?
I had to haunt somebody. Somebody's getting haunted. Because I'm trying to come back from the grave. I can't allow that. I mean, unfortunately, he's not here to do anything about it, But if I'm here, oh no, it's gonna be a problem. Yeah, we gonna cut that. Cause I think didn't that happen with Happy with Pharrell?
Pharrell
Yeah,
Williams?
I think something happened or
Oh, you talking about the
played
bird?
a song,
You talking about
played
the
Happy.
bird? Oh, not
And
Happy.
I think it was Happy, and Pharrell was like, I don't want him using my music.
Oh,
It was something, I think it had to do with Trump,
well, gotcha.
and he was not happy.
Of course not. Of course not.
Yes, so
Yeah.
I would not want.
I thought you was gonna talk. I thought you was gonna say Robin Thicke and Pharrell and T.I. because they did that song together, "Blurred Lines," which was a sample from Marvin Gaye's song "Gotta Give It Up," and the estate of Marvin Gaye won that case.
Oh,
They won
yeah.
that sentence because they used his part of his music without
Really?
permission. Yeah, the "Blurred Lines." That was a sample from Marvin Gaye. You didn't know that?
I'll have to listen to it again.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah. I'll have to
Everybody
listen to
get
it
up.
again.
Everybody get a check. Hey, hey,
Hey,
hey,
yeah.
hey, hey.
Hey.
Yeah. All right. So, one of my favorite movies,
Uh-oh, here we go.
right, that I've seen
Iconic.
before, iconic, Training Day. Denzel Washington and Ethan Hawke.
They're
Okay.
gonna make that. They're gonna.
So, of course, there was the movie that gave Denzel Washington an Oscar,
True.
right?
Yes.
Movie came out in 2001, somewhere around that period. And then they did a TV show off of that, off of Training Day. And now they want to do another installment and bring it to the big screen, right? Training Day. So Warner Brothers and a few other people are in the works right now of making it a prequel.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, so sources tell Collider, this is the source where it all comes from, Collider, that the prequel will be set nearly a decade earlier in late April of 1992, 2 days before the Rodney King verdict was delivered. Los Angeles was already a powder key, just waiting to explode that week, and the verdict led to the LA riots. So they're gonna make a prequel off of that. At least they're in talks right now.
That's interesting.
That is interesting.
It's interesting.
How you seen the movie before?
I
You
did.
seen it? I've seen it several times. And it's such a classic. You don't want to mess with it. You don't want to tarnish it.
Yeah, I don't know
And
how
then
you
we saw-
can. It
and then
is.
we saw that happen with the TV show,
Which one?
the Training Day.
Oh,
TV
Training Day. Yeah, I
Yeah.
couldn't get into that one.
Show. Yeah.
Yeah, is it? Oh,
I
yeah, I've
didn't
never
watch
watched
the TV
it.
Yeah.
I think I started and I just never went back to it.
Yeah, so they saying that Warner Brothers has tapped Blacklist director Nick Yarborough. I hope I didn't butcher your name. To write a prequel, or filmmaker Nick Yarborough to write a prequel to the 2001 crime drama Training Day. Yeah. So there. Warner Brothers is coming up.
Yeah, right?
It's coming up. They just premiered Joker not too long ago.
Yeah, I like to see that. I haven't
A lot of people that I know have nightmares off of that.
Joker?
Yeah. It was so dark.
I mean, he's always been dark. It's been a dark character.
But I've heard some people say they had to go to therapy after seeing
Oh
that
my
movie.
gosh. What was that other movie they said that too, and it was not all like that. It was it Us? It was some movie that people were saying that
Us
was-
didn't make me go see a psychiatrist.
it was
didn't make
like
me
I'm
see
like, come on, that's just overkill. Come on,
it.
really?
You must be talking about Game of Thrones, because some people said that after
No,
Game
it
of
was a
Thrones
movie. There was a movie, and they was like, oh, afterwards, it was so scary. And I had to go see. I was scared, and I'm like, really?
Who, Chucky? Chucky ain't gonna never die.
Chucky.
Chucky ain't gonna never die.
A doll? No. No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Chucky gonna come back an old man. Watch. How did we get from Training Day to Chucky?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Yeah, so that's what's happening. Also, on a serious note, of course, you all remember rapper Mac Miller. He died a few years ago over overdosing on pills, right?
Oh, wow.
So the first man to be arrested for Mac Miller's death stood before a judge recently. And the guy's name, Cameron Petty, is scheduled to be arraigned in Los Angeles and has pleaded not guilty in connection to Mac Miller's death, according to ABC News. All right, so the rapper Mac Miller, of course, he was found dead on September 7th, 2018, in his Los Angeles home, right? And a toxicology report came out revealing that Mac Miller had died from a drug overdose
Oh, wow.
after ingesting a lot of bad substance into his body, right?
Wow.
Oxycodone laced with the deadly synthetic drug, synthetic drug. And so what ended up happening in Dynasty was that the DEA launched an investigation into Mac Miller's death and eventually charged 3 people, including Cameron.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. So he was arrested on September 4th, not too long ago. A few
Wow.
weeks ago. And held without bail for providing one of his drug dealers with the pills to sell to Mac Miller. But,
Oh, that's
yep, he
unfortunate.
pleaded not guilty. He pleaded not guilty. So we're going to see how this
Wow.
whole thing plays out. Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah, and Mac Miller was nice. He had some bars. Was definitely a great artist. A young artist that was gone too soon. I never saw Mac Miller reach to the plight or the level that all of us Mac Miller fans wanted him to be on, because he was gone too soon. So there's no
Wow.
telling what he could have done and
Accomplished.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
right.
It's a shame.
Yeah, but that kind of story reminds you of what happened with Michael Jackson, because they, of course,
Yeah.
arrested and they the
doctor.
doctor for Michael Jackson's death,
Yeah.
playing a role in that.
Yeah.
So
you
this guy-
imagine going down in history as the guy that basically. I mean,
Yeah, man.
wow, dude, that's just. I mean, who's gonna let you treat them? I
I mean,
would.
he's going down. He's also going down in history as the guy with the worst haircut.
I haven't seen him.
You haven't
lately.
seen it?
No.
Google his picture.
Really?
You'll see what I'm talking about.
So I
Yeah.
just put in Michael Jackson killer.
No, put it.
That's a shame, though, isn't it? That's gotta be like the most horrible thing that stigma to have for the rest of your life. You have to just go somewhere and live on an isolated island.
Hmm. I know.
That's just horrible.
Horrible. Yeah. That's just horrible.
That'd be-
Especially the guy's haircut. That is just. That's very
That's
offensive.
just even worse to
That's
you,
even
isn't
worse.
it?
Google his picture. You see what I'm talking about?
Really?
Yeah. You see, it looked like his hair was doing the moonwalk. Speaking of Michael Jackson.
That's so wrong. That's just all kinds of wrong.
Same. All right, this has been your 411 Wire, the hot 411 Wire. Sean Garvey, once again, sitting in for Diamond Love, right here on the Beat Break Podcast and the Beat Break Morning Show. Stay tuned for Dynasty's DMs, Relationship
Yay.
Exposed. Can you give our listeners a little teaser of what you're going to talk about?
Well, we're not exposing anyone. We're just having a conversation. And in this conversation, we're going to have some characters. Okay. So we're going to have some characters because it's a situation that arose that, well, basically it has to do with dating someone. It has to do with, someone met someone at some time before, and then there's like some relationships there that, now this relationship is dissolved, and now this person wants to date this person, and it's like, should that person even involve themselves? So it's kind of, it's about, somebody trying to get involved with somebody that, there was a previous acquaintance involved. So kind of so I thought this one came to me a little later. So it was like, okay, we need to talk about this. And I couldn't wait to get Sean Garvey's take on it. I just could not wait. I just couldn't imagine what you were going to say.
I want to play that Usher, You Make Me Wanna, but I don't have it up. So I'm going to bring this song up.
That's probably a good one.
I don't have it up. I don't have it up and queued up already. I don't have it.
Oh, yeah.
But
that might be a good one.
I do have this song. We was talking about Wu-Tang earlier. So we're going to play some Wu-Tang, Protect Your Neck. That's probably what you need to tell that individual in that situation. Like, you need to protect your neck. So
you need to protect your neck.
You need to protect your neck. If you're going to be messing around with somebody else just to be with somebody else.
You will see.
Yeah, we'll see. All right. It's the Beat Break Morning Show, guys. Y'all keep it locked. It's the Beat Break Morning Show. Wake up, wake that ass up. Sean Garvey, DJ Roll'em, and the Double D's, Diamond Love, and Dynasty Smith. It ain't gonna stop. It ain't gonna stop. We're gonna keep talking about
D's.
The Double D's. You gotta wake up in the morning to some Double D's every now and then.
Oh my God. Yeah, he's gonna stick with that one, I think. Wade, what do you think?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We gotta trademark that.
Oh my God. It's double in the Double D's.
Yeah. Earlier we was just playing Wu-Tang, Protect Your Neck, right? And we were talking a little bit about that off the air. I don't know. I love the series. I mean, the actors in there played such a great job in those characters. Like Dave East, he played that Method Man character very well. He almost sounded like Method Man. Like him and Shameik Moore played Raekwon. A lot of them sounded exactly like the Wu-Tang members, except for the main character, Ashton Sanders, who played RZA. Yeah, except for him.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's still a good series, though. It's still a good series. You got to binge watch that, Dynasty. You got to. Absolutely.
Speaking of binge watch it.
Okay. Speaking of hip hop albums, shout outs to Keith Michael on the check-in via IG. He says that Lil' Kim new album is out. 9. That's the name of the album. 9. Her 9th album, or actually just an album with 9 tracks on it. It actually has 9 tracks on that album.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep.
So she got a hot 9?
Yeah. Got that hot 9? Got that hot 9.
Hot 9.
So she dropped it. She dropped it a surprise the same week she won the I Am Hip Hop Award at the BET Hip Hop Awards, which we talked a little bit about it. Yep. Yeah, so Lil' Kim is back.
Okay, Kim.
Yeah.
All right, Kim.
Album cover is interesting. That's the key word we're using
Interesting?
today. Interesting, yeah.
Okay.
It's not the old Lil' Kim, the album cover hardcore where she was she had on her inch heels and she opened up her legs and
oh, okay.
Yeah, that album cover.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Funny you should remember that.
I remember a lot of things.
Yes, you do. That you do.
But it's funny. Lil' Kim makes a huge comeback weeks after Nicki Minaj announced that she's retiring from hip hop, or supposedly retiring from hip hop.
Well, I mean,
you find that interesting?
Well, she may have been working on that project for a minute though. Who knows?
Yeah, and drop it on that night, midnight.
That night,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, because you know, like most artists nowadays, they drop their projects at midnight on Friday.
okay.
Yeah, on Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, you should do that sometime.
I'm considering it. Why not? Drop
It's
a
the new
video
wave, baby.
at midnight. At midnight on New Year's Eve, we gonna drop that Dynasty video.
You're gonna drop it
on
like
the
it's
eve
hot.
of her birthday. How about that?
Yes.
I'm New Year's baby.
Okay.
You didn't know that, did you?
Oh, okay. I'm learning something now.
See that?
Yeah.
What better time to drop that,
Right.
on New Year's Eve?
There you go. Okay. All right. You know what we're about to drop now, right?
Dynasty's DM?
Yes. Let's go ahead and drop that.
We gonna drop that.
Drop it in the DM.
You ready for it?
I'm ready for it. Let's
All
do
right.
it. Let's
Well,
go.
Here's the situation that arose. Okay.
Okay.
So we're going to give characters, because so you can follow along with the story and you can understand. Then you can tell me, what would you do? Okay, if you were in this predicament,
What would Sean do?
what would Sean do? I don't even know if I should say what would Sean do because I think I probably
You
know
remember
what
those
Sean
few
would
shows
do.
ago we
I think I know what Sean would do.
Hashtag not my own.
See,
If you haven't
exactly.
If you haven't seen the movie, go watch it.
Exactly, and we know what Sean would do. So we're gonna say Brad. Okay,
Brad, okay.
Brad has a colleague that he works with. Where Brad is working with Jennifer. Jennifer is a little older than Brad. Jennifer has a son. And Jennifer and Brad been working together for a while.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's nothing going on with Jennifer and Brad. Jennifer is more like an older person, and Brad's a little younger, and they
Now
but they do
now,
business.
now how much younger are we talking about? Like 10-year difference?
Maybe 10 or 15, maybe 10, 15-year difference.
Mhm.
Okay, so Jennifer has a son.
Mhm.
So Brad, because they've been working together for years, they kind of, they good colleagues. He invites Brad over, for different family functions, sometime when things, happen. And so Brad happens to come over to a family function.
Okay.
And Jennifer's son, new lady is there, right?
Okay.
So Brad sees the new lady is, it's a young lady in his age range, it's like, oh wow, she's attractive, but
attractive.
never says anything, never shows anything, no type of nothing, never steps across the line.
Right.
New lady is with Jennifer's son and sees Brad and is thinking the same thing, but never says anything, never
Okay.
acts on it, nothing never happens. Right?
Okay.
Fast forward years later. The new lady and Jennifer's son is together. They done got married. They had kids. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Now going through a divorce
Oh.
because Jennifer's son cheated.
Jennifer's son cheated. Okay.
Right. So now, new lady is like, okay, so tried to work this out. It ain't work. Whatever.
Uh-huh.
Somehow now remembers Brad. Because Brad been to, she done seen Brad around a few times or
Right.
whatever, but they don't have, and Brad is cool with, the son a little bit, not like they hang or nothing like that, but they cool, because he been around because he worked with the mom.
Okay.
So now, out the blue, new lady reaches out to Brad. First it's like, hey, because now they live in the same area. Let's just say they live in the same state. They all moved out of town, and this just so happened they moved in the same state that Brad lives in.
Okay.
In the same city.
Okay.
So now, new lady is like, I don't really know nobody here. I don't know nobody but this person. So somehow, still because there's been some, interaction, so was able to obtain Brad's number. Reaches out to Brad and says, hey, it says, hey, and Brad doesn't recognize who it is. And then, the person says, this is so-and-so about to be so-and-so's ex-wife. Then it's like, oh my God, what happened? So now Brad is like, okay, still not thinking nothing. Brad calls and like, what happened? What's going on? Why y'all breaking up? Blah, blah, blah. So then it's, always saying, I'm sorry for, calling you. I don't know anybody else here. I don't have any family here. So, I just want to, I just need somebody to talk to. I'm kind of out here on my own now, because this is going sideways. I came out here. So, okay, great.
Okay.
So now, after they talk, okay, no problem. I'll introduce you to my folks, my friends, and, people around. Why are you laughing?
Got to put that harmonica in that story right there. Man. This story is already giving me the blues already.
Oh, wow. So now, when Brad hangs up the phone, he gets a text. And by the way, I always thought you were attractive, So now Brad's like, oh, wow. I always thought that too, but of course, never said that. Didn't all shocking. So now, if you were Brad, I don't even know why I'm saying this to you, right? And this person is now telling you they have an interest, but remember, you still do business with the mom of the son,
right?
Brad.
This is a lot of stuff to unpack. Right here. So what's the problem? Now I'm following through you. I'm following. No, I'm following the story, right? Okay.
Right.
So let's just unpack this, ladies and gentlemen, especially for our listeners, okay? So Brad works with the mom, Jennifer.
Well, they do some business. They don't work.
What kind of business are we talking about?
Cleaning business,
business. They in the cleaning contract business. Okay.
Yeah. So they don't necessarily work together. They're not W-2 employees. They're business people. They're not W-2 employees.
They just happen to work in the same profession.
No, they have done business together.
They have done business together.
Right. They've done business together.
Okay. All right. But have Brad and Jennifer.
They got nothing going on.
They ain't got nothing.
Jennifer's married. She's still with her husband. Brad, they got nothing going on.
But her son is married, or was once upon a time married to the younger lady.
It's now, married. Yeah.
Yeah, they got a divorce because Jennifer's
But they're not divorced yet.
They're not divorced yet. Oh, so the divorce hasn't been finalized.
No, it has not happened yet.
So it has not been finalized.
But now this new lady, the new girl that was with the son, is expressing these feelings towards this. The Brad guy.
Yeah. Okay. So she's expressing has that interest. All right. So
strong interest.
Have they been on a date? They haven't been on a date yet.
Not a date, but just met up and talked.
Oh, like a meetup.
Yeah, just a meet up and talk, like friendship talk.
Friendship talk.
Wow, what happened? Kind of,
Was there any hand holding?
No hand holding.
No hand holding.
A hug. There was hugging.
A hugging.
Yeah, they did hug.
Like a
they
sensual hug. Once again, G, what is the problem? What is the problem?
Trying to wait till we get to it.
So.
Okay, so what question are we asking to our listeners?
Should Brad entertain now a relationship with this individual with all the information, knowing that he still has the relationship with, he still works with the mom, and has not really a relationship with the son, but knows the son. They're cordial, and now this lady who is now going through whatever, obviously that the relationship's not going to work out. Should Brad entertain that or say, I don't want to?
So this sounds similar to like a strawberry letter, right? Okay.
What's a strawberry letter?
You find that out there.
Okay.
Okay, so in this particular situation, let's start with you, Dynasty, right?
Okay.
Before we go to break, because we're coming up on a break, right?
Okay.
Dynasty, how do you feel about the situation, and what do you think should happen?
I think it's complicated.
It's complicated.
I think
why do you
Brad has an attraction for the young lady. Obviously, the young lady, that's clear. But they never acted on it in the past, and this is all new news, So now it's like, I don't know, because I don't know, does that complicate Brad's life and his situation and his circumstances and his relationship with this,
So I mean, but I guess what I'm asking Dynasty is that from your perspective, what do you think should happen? Do you think Brad should not entertain it with the young lady? Like he should just keep it moving, find somebody else, or do you feel that
I don't
Brad
know.
should-
It depends on, does he really does he like this person? Does he like their personality? And if so,
Right.
beyond that, is this just a nightmare or is it just gonna be
Because
drama?
you considering the son's feelings. You considering that.
exactly,
Right? You
exactly,
considering that.
right.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So let's do this, Dynasty. We're coming up on a break. And I'm gonna give the listeners my take.
Oh God! Did you see how he said that?
This is why I said this is kind of similar to a
This is
strawberry
my
letter.
take. This is my take. You know.
That was your take somewhat, but I'm gonna give
But
you my
because I
take.
really don't know, that's a tough one.
Yeah, what would you do in that certain situation? Okay, so in the meantime, while we're on break, we're gonna let the listeners decide or give
Their
us
input.
their input, put in
Yeah.
their 2 cents.
Yeah.
Okay, so put in your comments at Beat Break Radio or at Sean Garvey on Facebook, and let us know what you think Brad should do. Do you think Brad should entertain a potential romantic relationship with a woman who is in the process of getting a divorce by a guy who cheated on her, and the guy happens to be the son of
someone he
of
does
of,
business with?
of a woman who does business with Brad? What a tangle web we weave. What a tangle web we weave.
Yeah.
What should you do? What
Yeah,
what would
what's-
you do?
Yeah.
What should Brad do?
Yeah.
Should Brad leave it alone and find other women because there's plenty of other fishes in the sea,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
Or should he look into this situation further and build a potential relationship with this woman going through a divorce? I know there are plenty of people that have been in this predicament before.
Really?
Yes, of dealing with a person who is still legally married. Right? Legally married. Haven't finalized anything yet.
Right.
We know plenty of people, i.e. Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats.
Well, yeah, we know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Or let's say you. At Beat Break Radio, Facebook and on IG. At Beat Break Radio and at Sean Garvey on Facebook. Stay tuned. We got more on the way next. Right here on the Beat Break Morning Show. I'm going to have to play something. Dynasty, what? While I pull this up, give them
You
that.
had that. You make me want to lead the one way.
I can't pull that
You
up.
can't pull it up.
I'm gonna get something more close though. Okay.
You gonna get something close to it?
I'm gonna get something close to it. Let's do this.
Alright. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I woke this morning here with you. Every step of the way. You see, I've got great plans for you. I place greatness on the inside of you. So keep listening to every word that I'm giving. See, I keep hearing echoes speaking to my soul, soul. See, I keep hearing echoes, and this is the way they go. See, I keep hearing echoes speaking to my soul, soul. See, I keep hearing echoes, and this is the way they go. This is the way they go.
Okay, no, my hey, book. Brace yourself.
Wake that ass up. The Beat Break Morning Show. Get at us at Beat Break Radio, Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram, IG, Sean Garvey, DJ Roller, and the Double D's.
And the double D's.
And the Double D's.
I think it's gonna be a keeper. What do you think, Wade?
Yeah.
Double D's.
Yeah, Double D's. It's always a keeper. You're like, I don't know. G said, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I love Double D's. What can I say? I love
Okay
Double
then.
D's.
Hey, why not?
We got to look at these comments here on Facebook before we get back into Dynasty's DMs Relationship Exposed. Shout out to Darneezy checking in, flirting with you live on IG.
Is that what's going on?
That's what's going on.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, shout out to Bryson Leach checking in, talking about that Wu-Tang American Saga series, Off the Chain. Go ahead and nah, I ain't gonna endorse them. I was gonna say download that app so you can watch it, so you can binge watch it. I ain't gonna say the name of
I
it.
can watch it on at the house. I can watch it at the house.
Yeah, or on the go. You travel a lot.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I
you
do.
can watch it on the go.
Yeah. Well, I can watch it on my laptop too.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah.
always got my laptop.
Also, shout out to Metroplex Theater Performing Arts Facility checking in.
Oh.
Big shout outs to you all, and also a big shout out to Rodney on the check in as well.
All right.
Got so many people checking in.
Oh, checking in. That's what's up.
IG, Facebook. We got any others checking in? G. Y'all make sure y'all check out the G Wade Radio Show weekdays. James. Oh, check. Big shout outs to James. James Sears on the check in. What up? What up, James? Waddell, what's going on? Oh, what's going on, cuz? What's going on?
What's going on?
I just got off the phone with him during break. I was
really?
just talking to him. We talking
Okay.
about some business. Some
Oh, that's what's up.
Bassarat. After the toy. You're gonna make me talking to my Jamaican voice.
Oh, wow.
Bassarat.
He done went to the
But the
islands
blood
on us.
Shout out to Joyce
Hey.
Littell, the iconic Joyce Littell,
that's what's
Littell
up.
checking in.
Dornelius Mays.
Oh, Dee Dee, what up? What up, Dee Dee?
Dornelius D. Mays.
Yeah. I know he
D-Nays.
goes by
D-Nays.
Didi sometimes. Yep. Big shout outs.
Chosen.
Chosen.
Shout outs to Chosen
All right.
on the check-in.
What's up?
All right. Check-in.
All right.
Yeah, like
All
I
right,
said,
all
folks, check out the G-Wade Radio Show with Deacon Dirty. Weekdays, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on our affiliate, Beat Break 87 FM. You can also check them out on thinkingoutloudnetwork.com. That's thinkingoutloudnetwork.com. They got a great show, great guests, great interviews, great conversation. Yeah.
Great conversation.
Absolutely. Yeah. Coming to you from WadeWorksStudios in the ATL, Sean Garvey and Dynasty Smith. Going in deep with this topic for those who are just tuning in. We're talking about relationships exposed, certain situations regarding this guy by the name of Brad.
Yes.
So for those who are just tuning in, Dynasty, let's
Yes.
recap and rewind
Rewind, like the song.
and go from the beginning just a little bit to talk about the situation that Brad is in.
Okay, so just kind of giving the gist of it.
Just before I give listeners my take.
Yeah. Which I'm sure we're all anxiously waiting that
Oh,
take.
yes.
So
Oh, yes.
Brad has a colleague. Nothing going on with them.
Okay.
Obviously, some years been working with this colleague and, interacting. Has had interaction with, the family at some points. Now, fast forward, met the colleague's son and his significant other at the time, and then they've gone on and got married and, had a life for, some years together. And now they're splitting because colleague's son cheated on the wife. So now the wife seeks out Brad and, says, this is what happened. I always thought you was attractive, and now I'm going through this situation that we're no longer going to be together. And, I've had an interest in you, and then obviously Brad found this particular individual attractive. And however, always thought she was a respectable young lady, great personality, attractive, whole 9 yards. And now it's like, what should he do?
What should he do?
Pursue and, go into this and entertain this, or say,
Yeah. Okay. Now, keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, the divorce has not been finalized. She is still legally married.
even if she was not legally married, what do you think?
Well, here's what I think. Well, number one, I do want to start off by asking the question: why hasn't Brad and Jennifer get to that level? I understand you can't
Brad
mix
and Jennifer?
business. Yeah,
They
I
ain't
understand you can't
dating.
mix business with pleasure.
Why is he trying to put Brad and Jennifer together?
Because Jennifer is married.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
So
happily.
what's the problem?
She's happily married. Why are you trying to put them together? They just do business together. That's it.
I don't know. That sounds like something that I know somebody that would do such a thing.
What?
He's on the check-in, but I ain't gonna call him out.
Jennifer's happily married. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So
All right,
they
so-
just work together.
so
They
I
just
think-
do business.
Okay, so I look at it from two perspectives. Okay, so
Okay.
all right, so Brad and the young lady. Can we give the young lady a name?
Oh,
or
we'll give
something?
her a name. You want to give her a name?
Yeah, let's give her a name.
Let's call her Sheila.
Sheila.
I like that
Sheila.
name.
Oh, Sheila.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's call her Sheila.
Oh, Sheila. Okay.
Oh, Sheila.
So Sheila, apparently she got cheated on, of course, and I know with a lot of people, whether you're a guy or a woman, that part of you isn't gonna go away. You're
No.
gonna deal with that.
Right.
I would say in this particular situation, if Brad and Sheila have some sort of connection, because you can't control who you love, right? 'Cause
Right.
there could be some potential thing going on between Brad and Sheila. So I think they should start off as friends. Start off as
That's
friends,
good.
right?
I think that's good.
And then after the divorce is finalized, then they can take it up a notch.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
That is
But
good.
however, the flip side to it is that the son knows Brad, right?
Right.
But how? So the question is, Dynasty, how close is Brad and the son? Are they like?
Nah, they don't like hang out or talk on the phone.
So what's the problem?
Is there what's the age difference between this Brad and the son?
About 10 years, maybe.
So it's a 10-year difference
Yeah.
between Brad and the son.
Right. Because Sheila's a little older
Sheila's older.
than the son.
Okay.
So Sheila's actually more Brad's age.
Yeah. So do you think Brad can do a lot more?
But then let me add another little thing into
Add
this.
another
There's
layer
something
to
I
it.
left out. So, Jennifer's son
Uh-oh.
actually dealt with somebody that was supposedly play cousin, and the play cousin stayed in the house.
Wait,
in their house
wait,
before.
The play cousin.
That was supposed to be like a play cousin.
I know right, G. You added another twist. You added another twist behind another twist. Wait a minute, hold on. A plot.
Yeah, so the play cousin had stayed in the house before, and come to find out, play cousin and
And the guy.
Sheila's husband ended up
Oh, they were
hooking
really.
up.
Female.
Right, play cousin.
I thought
female.
I thought she was about to say a guy.
No, not guy. No, it's not. We're not doing that kind of show. It ain't the LGBTQ show. Yeah, we doing the. This is
Okay.
No, but play cousin is supposed to be cousin.
So right. So
but
they were playing with each other.
They decided,
Okay. So
and it lasted for a very long time, unbeknownst to.
I'm trying to think if I've ever been in that situation where.
Yeah, have you? I wonder. I probably wouldn't be surprised if you were.
Like you say, you think you see this person as like a play cousin to you. They come around, you make them
Yeah,
feel
they're not
like
blood related at all.
Of course,
Right.
but you make them feel like they are a part of the family.
Correct.
And then one thing leads to another, and you start looking at them differently, and all of a sudden, you went.
So
from,
y'all were never related. That's why.
I know that, but I mean, that's just like saying, like, if me and you, let's say I look at you like you're my sister.
Mm-hmm.
I see you as my sister. I treat you like my sister.
Mhm.
And then one day we're in a room by ourselves, and something changes. I start to look at you differently, and you look at me differently.
Change? How can that just change?
I
You
don't
had to
know.
have some type of attraction because you're not really related. So, do you think that just happens? Like, oh, I had an epiphany. Now today, I see you as a piece
Yeah.
of meat.
Maybe. Love happens in the most mysterious ways. Think about it. Love can happen in the most mysterious ways, and at the
Even
most
though
mysterious
you're
moments.
married and now
Yeah.
you decide
It
you
happens.
wanna-
It happens. But let me also ask, and I want to add another layer to what you're
Okay.
saying, okay?
Okay.
So what made him cheat? And can we give this guy a name? Because we got Brad, we got Jennifer, we got Sheila.
Okay, we got Corey. Let's go with Corey. Okay, let's go with Corey.
Corey, because he was horny.
Okay, we'll go with Corey.
Corey.
Okay, since
All right,
you like
so-
the name Corey, we'll go with Corey.
Okay. So what made Corey cheat?
Corey, I think decided that Corey started feeling like he got married too soon. Corey started deciding, he still wanted to kind of do what he wanted to do, and saw that, people having open relationships kind of looked interesting to him. And then, what we call her? Sheila.
Sheila.
Also had to go out of town for business and stay lengthy periods of time. So, maybe just got lonely, and, one thing led to another. It just started, I don't know all the details of the story. I'm just working with the information that I have.
I don't
so
know. It just seems like Corey always wanted to cheat.
I think so.
Cheating
I think
happens.
so.
People premeditate.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I
you know,
think
what they about
Corey
to do.
just had it in him and wanted to
He
do what
just
he
had
wanted
it
to
in
do.
him.
At one point maybe thought that he wanted to be settled and realized.
What would make Brad any different though?
What do you mean?
I mean, what would make, because if Sheila develops a relationship with Brad,
Right.
right? How do we know Brad won't do the same thing towards her that Corey did to Sheila?
Well, that means she's got to get to know Brad to find that out. So, hence, maybe being friends.
Starting out as friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can it be platonic?
I don't know. I guess that depends on how strong the attraction is.
Because I'm assuming that Sheila and Corey, they're separated. Because if they're going through a
Right.
divorce,
Correct.
They're separated.
Yes.
You got one staying at home, right? Staying at home and got the kids. Maybe they got kids together.
Yes.
Okay, they got the kids, maybe the dog or the cat, whatever. And the other one had to move back in with his mama.
I don't think anybody's moving in with mama.
Some guys would have to. if they
No,
get
actually,
emphasis.
Corey does well. So
He does
Corey
well.
is looking for.
So,
actually,
if he-
Corey has decided to just
Move into a
move into
motel.
get a new place with the new boo.
The play cousin.
Yeah, the play cousin.
So
They're
they're
not play cousins no more.
They're not gonna play, but they're gonna play house though.
They're gonna play house now. We're going from play cousin to play house.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that's
Okay,
that's-
so forget the friendship stuff. I guess in that instance, G, Brad and Sheila might as well just go ahead and do it until the papers get finalized. Might as
so
well.
they might as well just go on and
just go ahead and do it.
This-
Because if Corey
yes,
and the play cousin,
yes,
right?
yes.
Go ahead and
Yeah,
move.
Corey's in love.
Corey's in love.
Yeah.
He's in love that quick.
Well, apparently it's been going on for years.
It's been going on. Well, that play cousin must got that $1 million. Ooh. He must got that ooh.
Yeah, so
If he's in love, she
Yeah,
had
he's
him.
in
She had him
love.
sprung. Jeez, I never had a play cousin do me like that before. I'm like, jeez, damn. No,
Well-
no, sir.
So you say do away with the friendship.
Do away. I mean, if you're talking about if they gonna move in,
Yeah.
the play cousin
Yeah,
and
it's,
Corey gonna move in, well, with Sheila and Brad, well, might as well, go ahead and take it up a notch.
So what about Brad's business relationship?
Jennifer? With Jennifer.
Yeah, Jennifer.
I mean, what about it? What about it?
You
We're
don't
talking
think
about
that
different
because no
situations.
matter what, people still think that person is wrong regardless of what they did. They still gonna be, oh, so wow, so now, Corey, you think he gonna feel some kind of way about Brad and when it comes to the light? Not
okay,
that,
so-
and
okay,
should he
I mean,
even care?
But we're talking about two different situations. A person's business doesn't have to necessarily affect what goes on in my
True.
bedroom.
True, it
Okay.
shouldn't.
It shouldn't,
Right,
right? But when the son is involved,
right,
her son is involved.
correct.
So I think Jennifer, I think she should be more I don't want to say focused, but she should get on Corey, not Corey.
Right, you're
Corey,
right. That's her son.
Corey.
Right,
She
she
should get
on
on
her
Corey
son.
more
Right.
about what he did,
Right.
his discretions,
Right.
versus worrying about
About now
Brad
what
and
the
Sheila.
decision is that they make as a
Yeah.
result of.
Yeah.
I probably tend to agree with that.
Yeah.
Because really, if this person, Jennifer, that's her child, really, she should be saying, like, why did you do that? How can, you know what I mean? You chose to be in this marriage, you know what I mean? You got children, you got, and then this was supposed to be a person that's supposed to be, even though they're not blood related, you introduced this person as a cousin, a relative, and therefore this person trusted you in that relationship. Your wife trusted you with that relationship, obviously, and to be around this person thinking that, it's nothing to it except, they're like family. So now you've crossed that line and now it's been ongoing and now it's like, okay,
Let's go to the comments right here. So, let's go to Shiznit Show.
Okay.
Lily. He says, what two grown folks in agreement do in private is nobody else's biz.
Okay.
That's what I was saying earlier.
Right.
You see, you gotta separate the business from the pleasure.
Right.
You know.
So you think that's just they should just move on?
They should move on. They should just move on. There you go. Yeah. What do you think, G?
What you think, G?
What do you think, G?
Well,
We're gonna. Well.
Come on, well, G. Come on, G. Well.
Where he's at?
Shuby, check.
Mic
That
check.
got me.
Come
All
on.
right, there we go.
There
Hold
we
on,
go.
break it down
There
a
we
little
go, G. Come on, G.
Well, I mean, I'm in agreement. These are grown folk here. We talking. What's the not the son, but the other guy, Brad. I mean, his relationship is just a working relationship with
Jennifer.
With Jennifer,
correct.
So where's the where's the confusion? Like, what's the line that's being crossed? You're saying because, what's the other young ladies?
Sheila
Is married, right?
Yeah.
correct, but that's gonna be
done soon.
correct.
Well, I mean, some would say, and I guess it depends on its individual. Some would say, well, if she's out of that not necessarily out of the marriage, but the marriage is over,
right?
She's free to move about the cabin. You know what I'm saying? She's free to date. She's free to live her life.
You can unfasten your seatbelts, and you can now stretch your legs and move about the cabin.
You can
folks,
move about the cabin. And if she's comfortable with doing that, then then it's cool. If Brad is comfortable with that being done, then it's cool. Unless Brad or Sheila, saying, well, let's just wait till the ink is dry and then.
Right.
But I mean, I don't think that I'm not even saying I don't
so let
think
me go a
I
little
know.
bit more deeper.
So see, you add layers as we move on. This onion is continuing to get peeled.
Should Brad feel like, is this more of like get back, or you know what I mean?
No,
or,
explain to me. Get back.
Like, okay, well now since you did this, I'm gonna go to this particular individual, or do you think that it was really some genuine interest there on Sheila's part for Brad, and now she finally gets to say, okay, now I can pursue this maybe an opportunity here.
Right. Well, no, I don't think get back is the issue.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't think that. Now, let me ask you this question. With this story, is there an actual ending to this story?
Is somebody gonna get
No.
shot?
Well, not necessarily
No,
that.
this is the dilemma.
So that's where the dilemma lies.
That's the dilemma. That's the situation.
It's still hanging in that
Correct.
balance. Gotcha.
Yes.
So in other words, you don't know another outcome.
I don't know.
Gotcha.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
It was just brought to me, and it was interesting, and I honestly didn't know what to,
Right.
And I would say I kind of felt like Sean, like she needs a friend,
Right.
I think because of feeling like now, kind of like I'm here, I got, this was my family, and now I'm kind of out here in limbo.
Right,
and I don't
right.
really know a lot of people, so it's like, you're the only other person that I really know, in this area. So I think like this is a process, that you got to go through.
Right.
Obviously from what transpired, it's a dead issue. It's just not going to happen with the marriage.
Right.
But I do think that she needs a friend,
Mm-hmm.
So.
And so Brad can be that friend.
But I mean, people want the opposite sex's companionship too,
Well, no, I'm agreeing with you. Right. That's what I'm saying. So, and Brad can be that friend.
Yeah.
Right.
And allow that time to.
Because just so I be clear, she has a general, not a general, but what's the word I'm looking for? An actual interest in him.
Yes.
Okay, a genuine. That's the word I'm looking for. A genuine interest in him.
A definite genuine interest.
But what about his interest towards her? Brad's.
I think he's a little concerned.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it sounds like he's a little concerned, just because of the whole, the whole dynamic.
Right,
of
right,
it,
right.
And naturally, even in any situation, regardless of the relationship with the colleague, trying to bring someone into a situation where you're just now about to get out of a marriage,
right,
you're going
right.
through this process, blah, 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 is that really the time for a person to pursue something else, even though this person seems to be more of like the relationship type?
Gotcha.
Yeah. See?
No, I was just going to say, and that's probably, again, it's individual because there are some people who can move on.
Right.
And there are some people who need to process.
Right.
Some people need to be single for a while.
Yeah, you need that little
separation, that period of get to know you
I
again.
know I felt like I needed that.
Right,
I'm still enjoying it.
Right.
So it's just like, yeah, I think, some people need that. And then
Right.
especially when you got, it's not just like, for me, it was just me.
Right.
But like, you have children involved too. So
Different,
there's still, you gotta, right now, y'all probably hate each other. You know what I'm saying? Because now y'all probably done said all kind of craziness to each other. And now you gotta find some type of way to communicate because you still got children involved. So
Right,
at some
right.
point, things gonna have to calm down, and you're gonna need some time for all that. Because
Yeah.
it's gonna be.
Well, I think in that regard, then maybe there needs to be a period of get to know you.
Yeah.
Be
And
single a while,
adjusting.
adjust.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
yeah.
it's like and Sean, I know you can relate to this in this scenario that what I'm about to say.
Okay.
If you are working at one radio station in a city, let's just say Atlanta,
Okay.
and you leave that radio station, you cannot go to another radio station. You have to go to a radio station outside of the market
Wow.
before you can move on to a radio station within
Correct.
your market.
Okay.
I don't know all the logistics, and maybe Sean, you can clear that up as to why that's done. My thought is because it's a no compete.
Right. No
rule.
compete. Yeah.
And,
Because now you're a personality.
Right, your
And that's
personality,
your brand.
right.
And if you're taking it somewhere else, now you're taking
And I also
your fan base.
And I also think it's to separate you from that station
right.
for a while. Because if you're used to saying, hey, what's up, y'all? This is G-Way Radio Show.
Right.
And then tomorrow you turn around and supposed to be saying Beat Break Radio, but you still screaming out G-Way Radio Show.
Radio, right.
That could be a problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was just gonna
Exactly.
share a testimony real quick. So I can kind of somewhat relate to Brad.
Okay.
To some extent, I was Brad years ago. And
Okay.
Deacon Dirty from the G-Way Radio Show, he remembers this story I told him once upon a time.
Okay.
I was with a woman that I met at a radio station.
Was it at a station I'm familiar with?
Yes, you are. It was at a radio station, and she was in the process of getting a divorce.
Okay.
3 sons, 3
Okay.
kids.
3 sons.
They were
a station that I'm very familiar with.
very familiar with. Yes. Yes.
That I used to show up there every day.
Yes.
And she had 3 sons.
She has 3 sons.
Well, I said has. Well, let me
Yeah.
ask you this
No,
question.
she didn't give them up for adoption.
Right. Do I know her?
No.
I do not know her.
No.
I don't know her. Why? No, I'm saying I don't know her because I wasn't there.
Yeah, he wasn't there. She showed up to the station, I want to say 3 times. About
Okay,
3
so by
times.
that time I had left.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because I would invite her to come in the evenings.
Okay.
Right?
Oh.
But I was dating her. We went from point A to point Z.
Okay.
Right? During the course of us knowing each other. But she was still legally married.
Okay.
Her and her ex-husband, her husband at the time, they were separated. But they were still legally married. So she was going through it and what have you. And so during the course of us being with each other, we had some bumps in the road. But we were not officially together. We were not exclusive. We was just we would meet up, hang out, kick it, have some intimate moments with each other. And so fast forward to now, I'm no longer with that person,
Right.
right? But I could tell to some degree she still had some feelings.
Right.
She still had feelings
Yeah.
towards her husband. And a lot of people who go through these different scenarios, different situations of being in the final stages of your marriage,
Yeah.
about to get a divorce, you're still going to have that feeling there. So that's something to
Absolutely.
keep in mind when you're pursuing something with a new person. Because a lot of times, what I've noticed is that when someone, it could be a guy or it could be a woman, that are going through the final stages in their marriage, they're going through a divorce, they're really looking for somebody to console.
Right.
They're looking
Right.
for somebody that they can
Right.
lay their head on their
Right.
shoulder to and look for compassion that
Right.
they obviously are not getting from
From
home.
that now, that's
that now.
gone. Yeah.
Right. And then you find out later on that it's a temporary thing
Mhm.
when you are with the new person.
Right.
It's a temporary thing.
Mhm.
Like, okay, thank you. You've been there for me. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Right. You my
Thank you.
little,
Bye.
that little cushion,
Yeah.
to soften the blow.
Right.
And now, I'm good.
Just a little buffer.
Yeah, a little buffer,
Buffer.
because I mean that is
You
tough.
needed a soft landing.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I was that guy.
right.
You was transition guy. That's what you.
Yeah,
were.
yeah, you
transition guy.
transition.
I would say G in Dynasty, I was that Splackavelli.
The who?
Splackavelli. Y'all, you remember Splackavelli? Everybody remember Splackavelli?
I do not.
I do not.
It was a song that came out in the late 90s called Splackavelli. It was kind of like an anthem to the guys that were like the quote-unquote the mailman or the cable guy. So if your man,
Okay.
ladies, if your man ain't doing you right, there's another
postman.
guy around the corner that will do it right for your woman.
Like Joe say, all the things your man won't do.
Right.
All right.
There you have it.
But see, he wanted a relationship. She just needed a transition.
She just needs
She just-
transition.
She just needed an itch.
Yeah,
Not-
she
a
needs to
scratch,
scratch
I'm
that
sorry.
itch.
She needed a
Just
scratch.
need a little scratch. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Well.
there you go.
Okay.
All right.
I think that's
So we learned
great.
something today.
We
so what's
did.
what's the moral of the story?
That I think the moral. There's no moral. We're just trying to figure out what Brad
There's
should
no
do.
moral. There's
There
gotta
ain't
be
no
some
moral. The
morality
moral
in
of the
this
story's
situation.
still going on. So right now it's just a matter of Brad trying to figure out what the right thing to do is, and I think the best recommendation is to be a friend.
Just to be a friend.
That's what I think.
Okay. My recommendation:
Oh Lord.
you can be a friend and still hit it
With
at
benefits.
with benefits. I mean, at the same time, just as long
that's
as
Sean.
there's no emotions involved. Try not to put your emotions in there. Try your hardest to not put it. And if your emotions is gonna be in there, you're
Don't
gonna
do
find
it.
you gonna find out because she may have that $1 million ooh. It may be that good. It may be that good for your emotions to be like, oh, okay. If you know she got that good, if you know she got that good, and you start having some feelings, some strong feelings about that person,
Oh my God.
or he may
It's
have
not
that good,
all
or he may have that
about
good
the
D.
Sex, though.
Yeah, or he may have that good D. You're gonna have to erase that person's number.
Doesn't have to be more about the sex. No,
It should-
of
it
course
can-
not. Who am
it
I
can be.
talking to? Why do I even ask that question? I just should have
You
just let that
started it,
alone. I
Dynasty,
know. I
with the
should just
combo.
stay out of it. I just let that go.
All right. Tune in again for another edition of Dynasty DM.
Yes, and if you have a situation that you want us to talk about, direct message me. That's Dynasty's DM. Hit me up. We'll talk about it.
Send your comments, your letters,
Yes,
and your
let's talk
testimonies.
about it.
All right. In the meantime, between time, speaking of Splackavelli, let's play a song from Splackavelli. Let's play the artist name. Appreciate it. The artist name is Pressure. Let's see if we can pull this up. Splackavelli. And some people do need a Splackavelli in their life. Some people do. Dynasty, do you need a Splackavelli?
I do not.
Because I know a few guys.
I'm good.
You good?
I am good.
You good? Okay. Where are
Mhm.
my female Splackavellis at? Make some noise. There you go. All right, it's the Beat Break Morning Show.
You are best.
Oh my goodness. Earlier we were playing this artist by the name of Pressure Splackavelli, and our producer just learned something new. He has never heard this song before in his entire life. You know how old that song is? It's like over 20 years old. It came out in 1997, 98. Yeah. And they had the video and everything. Splackavelli. All my real ATLians know what I'm talking about. Splackavelli. If your man ain't doing it right.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you ever wanted a Splackavelli at one point?
How about a Joe?
A Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the singer Joe?
Yes. How about a Joe?
Okay. Oh yeah, that song.
All the things your man won't do. Or maybe even a baby face.
Okay.
You know.
Mhm. Was it too much from Splackavelli? Was it too much? Too much raw? Too much
It's a little
hard?
too
much?
hard.
A little
know,
bit
a bit
too-
more smoother.
Okay, you don't want that H-Town sound.
No.
Not
I
that
want
H-Town.
that smooth. You know,
Okay.
just you know.
Oh, okay.
You know.
None of that raw stuff.
You know that I cook your dinner too. You know.
How you know
soon as I
Splackavelli
get
won't cook you?
home,
How you know Splackavelli
He
can't
don't
cook you
sound
dinner?
like he cooking dinner.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
think that's what he doing.
You don't think? What do you think
don't
he
sound
doing?
like he lighting candles and rose petals and stuff.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Yeah, it don't. That's not the move. That.
Ladies, what you think? We probably gonna have to have a conversation about this at another on another show. Like, ladies, do you feel like
Chivalry is dead. Yes.
I wasn't gonna ask that question?
Okay, what question were you gonna ask?
Do you think there needs to be a Splackavelli in someone's life? Can can a woman is a woman able to deserve a Splackavelli in her life if her man ain't doing it right? It's debatable. I get it. It's debatable.
Well, some women may want a Splackavelli.
Yeah.
They might, you know.
Mhm.
Different strokes for different folks.
Different strokes. You got that right. How you want it?
I'm just
Front,
saying.
back, side to
I'm
side?
just saying.
Yeah. All right. Time now for fake news or not fake news.
Here we go. So
All
we gotta
right.
see what's real.
So, this edition of fake news and not fake news is all about the kids. Okay? So, it's up to you, G, and it's up to you, Dynasty,
Yes.
to find out whether this story is fake news or not fake news. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
And don't pull that whammy on us where you do half of it is real and half of it's not.
What you
When it
talking
comes
about?
to the story, you know, he do that little, you know, well, part of it's real and some of it's fake.
Oh, come on now. Why would I do that? to you? Why would I do
Because
that?
you like to pull those little whammies. Go ahead.
It's not even a whammy. Okay, let me just tell the story.
Tell the story.
Okay, so in Nolans, like Dr. Bennett like to call it, Nolans,
Okay.
New Orleans, a high school in Nolans turned down a free McDonald's sandwich or a McDonald's lunch for its teaching staff due to the fast food giant's stance on a certain issue happening in America. Let me repeat it. A high school in New Orleans turned down a free McDonald's lunch for its teaching staff due to the fast food giant's stance on a certain issue happening in America. Fake news or not fake news?
Not fake.
It's not fake. You think it's real?
Real.
It's real? What about you, G? It's fake? Dynasty says real. G says fake. Fake news or not fake news? It is fake,
No.
but somewhat true.
See, what I'm saying? See, that's what he does.
It's not McDonald's. It's actually your restaurant.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
No way.
Yes way. A high school in New Orleans turned down a free Chick-fil-A lunch for its teaching staff due to the fast food giant's stance on same-sex marriage.
Oh.
Yep.
Because they're like Christian based, right? Yeah.
They're closed on Sundays.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's,
The founder.
Yeah.
The founder.
yeah.
They still operate under those principles.
Yeah, they do.
The company has donated millions of dollars to organizations that oppose same-sex marriage, and the company official criticized it in 2012, prompting boycotts and expansion denials in some regions of the country. Even a lot of people took to social media, obviously, where one tweet says, "No thanks." The school says their number one rule is to quote unquote be kind, and that Chick-fil-A's views are not part of their culture of kindness and community. All right? Yep. So no Chick-fil-A for you. No Chick-fil-A, man. And I love Chick-fil-A. I love
Popeyes?
Chick-fil-A. Popeyes is good. Popeyes is good. But Chick-fil-A is the bomb. But I do understand, though, because, you know, they had that controversy on same-sex marriage and what have you. So, you turn down a free Chick-fil-A lunch in protest of standing for what you believe.
Mhm.
That's what it is. You got to respect that. Yeah. So would you turn down? Would you turn down a free
Yeah,
Chick-fil-A
for something.
meal?
For something I believe in, sure, why not?
Yeah, I know,
Ain't
right?
that serious.
It's not that serious. You can always go to McDonald's
Or Popeyes.
or Popeyes.
They have a splendiferous new chicken sandwich.
See, we ain't gonna get into that.
No,
that
I had
Popeyes
to
and
say it.
Chick-fil-A
I had to
beef.
say it.
We ain't gonna get into that Popeyes and Chick-fil-A beef again.
That chicken sandwich is amazing.
We're gonna have to do another. We're gonna have to do another competition. G. We're gonna have to do let's do Mrs. Winters and what's another one? Mrs. Winters.
Is Mrs. Winter still around?
Yeah,
Where?
in the hood.
You're gonna have to do something better than that. So you're gonna have to come up with something better than that. We ain't doing that. What's the
Same.
competition?
Mrs. Winters and Churches.
No.
Bojangles in the hood? Down the street? Oh yeah, that's
Why
right.
not Popeyes?
Nah, Popeyes is done. Popeyes is dangles.
Where am I gonna find a Mrs. Winters? Do you know I live in Gwinnett County?
You travel, you here, ain't you?
So I gotta come all the way over here to do my taste test?
Do your taste test, yeah.
So what we taste
Right.
testing? What are we doing? We just
We
anything or?
Just anything from Mrs. Winters? I wonder if they still got the cinnamon squirrel. We called it the squirrel back then. The cinnamon squirrel. Not the cinnamon swirl, but the cinnamon squirrel. Oh, you don't know about it. You from New Jersey. That's why.
Exactly. I'm Jersey girl. I don't know about no cinnamon squirrels.
All my real ATLians know, man. See, shout out to DJ Roland. He knows about the splackabelly and the cinnamon squirrel. Man, okay, moving on. We're gonna still keep it on the kids, ladies and gentlemen. In Jasper, Alabama, a group of high school students is trying to raise money to buy a truck for a custodian who drives 20 miles daily in an old beater. Fake news or not fake news?
Say that again.
A group of high school students in Jasper, Alabama is trying to raise money to buy a truck for a custodian who drives 20 miles daily in an old beater. Fake news or not fake news? You're thinking about it long and hard. You say it's not fake news. G says it's not fake news. What do you say, Dynasty?
Fake.
It's fake? Okay. Well, guess what? It is not fake news.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
This actually really happened.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So in celebration of National Custodian Workers Recognition Day that took place on October 2nd, students started a GoFundMe account in an
Really?
effort to raise $20,000 for a truck.
That was nice.
Absolutely. For a custodian, Travis Kennedy, who has worked 22 years for Jasper County Schools. the Daily Mountain Eagle reported. That was nice.
That was nice.
Doing it for the culture.
Very nice.
Yeah. That was nice to them. All right. Last but not least, fake news or not fake news. So Halloween season is coming up.
We're dressing up?
Huh?
We dressing up?
Are we dressing up? It depends. I'm probably going to dress up as Blackavelli.
Why do I walk myself into this?
I don't know.
Go on with the story.
Okay, so marijuana candy found in Pennsylvania has police warning parents to check their children's Halloween candy.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
Fake news or not fake news?
What it said again?
Okay. Marijuana candy found in Pennsylvania has police warning parents to check their children's
Not fake.
Halloween candy. You said it's not fake. What do you say, G?
I will go with the not.
It's not fake. Okay, so we got both not fakes?
Mm.
Well, I know it's gonna be a 50-50 because it may be true with the kid.
Maybe two, two.
Yeah. Yeah, because he come with his little zingers.
Okay. So what's another so before I go into what I'm gonna say, fake news or not fake news, what do you think THC is?
That's the amount of whatever it is that's in the. Yeah, they
Get
get
high?
you high. So it's supposed to have the legal limit is supposed to have less THC.
Right. So is THC different from marijuana or is it the same?
Well, that's a
This
very
is-
good question.
That's a very good question. So can we say
It's the THC in it
mm,
that gets you high.
that
Right.
gets you high? Yeah.
Right.
So we can say it's both fake and not fake news.
Here we go with this. How's this now? They explain that.
All right.
All or
So
nothing.
all right, so let me explain it then. Okay, so in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, THC-laced candy was found in Pennsylvania. Has police in Johnstown warning parents to check their children's Halloween candy. The candy disguised as Nerds Ropes contained, and get this, 400 mg of THC. Milligrams, 400 milligrams of THC. And it was found during a search warrant in Stony Creek Township, according to Johnstown police.
Whoa, they had some high kids, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sugar.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know. They coming or going.
Yep. The post urges parents, because they did put out a Facebook post saying, quote, drug-laced edibles are packaged like regular candy and may be hard to distinguish from the real candy. The Johnstown Police Department said in a Facebook post. So the post urges parents to be vigilant and check their children's Halloween candy before allowing them to eat it. Yep. I went out trick-or-treating and then I got high.
Yeah, exactly.
I ate this candy for Halloween
Digital Underground,
and then I got high.
Shock G.
Yeah. There you go. So be careful, ladies and gentlemen. Halloween is just around the corner, and your kids may be exposed to some of that THC and may get high. You probably wondering when they come back from trick-or-treating and the next morning and they go to school,
They eating up everything in the house.
they eating up everything in the house.
They got the munchies.
They got the munchies. Like, boy, you make me pay. You make me use all these food stamps.
Mm-hmm. I want cereal, pancakes, eggs, sausage, bacon.
Yes. Man, that's a lot of THC. I mean, 400
That's a lot.
milligrams.
That's
a whole lot.
crazy.
That's a whole lot. That's a whole lot to get
That's
high off of.
crazy.
Yep. There you have it. All right. Fake news or not fake news, ladies and gentlemen, every weekday morning from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on the Beat Break Morning Show. All right. Hey, it is about that time for us to get up out of here. Dynasty coming up. We got the throwback. We should call it throwback.
It's a throwback.
I like that.
Boy, you coming up with all kind of double D's, throwback. Okay,
Yeah.
we going throwback.
It's Blackavelli. But that is an actual person, though.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
We believe you.
All right. So we got that coming up. Throwback Hangover. one of your classic segments from back in the day on the Beat Break Morning Show. And Dynasty, what you got coming up? What you got coming up this weekend?
I am relaxing because I am on an airplane on Sunday. So I am going to, Dynasty is going to have a favorite relaxing moment in front of her television. And I'm going to binge watch something.
You got to binge watch that?
I'm going to
Wu-Tang.
binge watch tomorrow. Saturday's going to be binge watch Saturday. So
Okay.
I got to binge watch something.
Yeah.
Got to figure out what it's going to be.
Okay.
And then I got to fly out Sunday.
Okay.
So I'm enjoying my binge watching Saturday.
And speaking of binge watching, I know a lot of folks are now binge watching season 1 to season 6 of Power. And we were supposed to have Jill from the Just a Taste of J podcast come on, because she is
Taste the touch.
it's just a, is it just a taste or just a touch?
Oh, okay. Taste the J.
Yeah.
I thought it was touch.
Oh, is that the one that cooks? Is that?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
that's the lady that
Yeah, we
cooks.
want a little taste.
Just a touch of J's.
The touch, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the podcast. And she is a fanatic Power viewer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we gotta talk about the Power.
You
we
caught
gotta talk
up?
about that. I'm caught up.
I'm not caught up.
You're not caught up?
No.
Oh my goodness.
I did not see this
We can't
last
spill
episode.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got to get caught up.
Mhm. Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Okay.
We're gonna do that on the next show.
Okay.
Yeah, but I got a lot of stuff coming up. A lot of stuff getting ready to happen, ladies and gentlemen, especially with Beat Break 87 FM, beatbreakradiofm.com. I encourage you all to check out all the shows on beatbreakradiofm.com, as well as the G-Wave radio show. You can check it out simultaneously on both Beat Break 87 FM and thinkingoutloudnetwork.com. So big shout outs to Thinking Out Loud Network, big shout outs to Beat Break 87 FM. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel at Beat Break Radio and all the various platforms available. Big shout outs to everybody shouting us out on social media and hollering out at us. Big shout outs to you all right? So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you follow me on all your social media at Sean Garvey on Facebook, at Sean Garvey ATL on Twitter and on Instagram, and of course at Beat Break Radio on Facebook, IG, and on Twitter. Where can people follow you at?
And hit me up on Facebook and Twitter, Dynasty Smith, and on Instagram, DYNASTI55. And y'all let me know what your situations are, and we'll talk about it.
All right, there you have it. Thank you so much, G, for holding it down behind the board. Ladies and gentlemen, tune in to the Beat Break Morning Show, weekdays 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. We got a lot of great stuff. Shout outs to DJ Roll'em and Dynasty and Diamond Love. Yeah, we are the Beat Break Morning Show. All right, and don't
Double
forget
D's.
the Double D's.
Double D's.
Thank you. There. See, I knew she was going to get accustomed to saying Double D's. I knew she was going to get accustomed to it. And don't forget to make your donation. BeatBreakRadioFM.com. Just hit the Glow FM tab at the top of the page. And you can also Cash App us. Cash App, $reach, the number one communications. $reach, number one communications. Oh, and before I forget, I'm on so many platforms. I do so many podcasts. I do the Beat Break podcast, and I also do BV Mobile Apps podcast. You can check me out there. And I got Love and Relationships and Friends on WAOK every first Sunday of each month with CJ and Gabby. And you know, I forgot to talk about, because I got to have the ladies on the podcast, on the morning show. And what I did before we wrap things up, we did a show about love and reality shows. Can you find love on a reality show? And Dynasty just made that look like.
I don't believe it.
You don't believe it?
No.
So we're going to have the ladies.
It's for ratings. Come on.
It's for ratings.
No.
Ooh.
I don't. Yeah.
It's like the
I don't believe it. No.
Okay, so I'm gonna work on getting 2 members from the show on the morning show on the podcast, and we're gonna do a part 2 of that edition that I did on WAOK recently.
Okay.
Can we do that?
Sure, why not?
I'm gonna bring 2 of the ladies. I'm gonna bring 2 of the ladies in the studio.
All right.
Yeah, because there's some unanswered questions that need to be asked.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. And we're gonna find out if they need a Splackavelli in their life.
Oh my God. He gets on something. He's on the roll, isn't he?
I'm on the road, baby. All right, y'all. It's the Beat Break Morning Show. Y'all keep it locked. Yup.
It's the Beat Break Morning Show with Sean Garvey and the crew.